What's going on, everyone? Talon back here, and today we are back and the year 4 stuff is just about to start. By the time most of you are watching this video, get about 12 to 13 hours or so, and we're going to start seeing these little messages pop up. Now, obviously, this means one day before, so obviously this particular picture that you're seeing right here in front of you is not the last, is not going to be the first one, but the first one will be, by the way, shout out to Maya real quick, for all of these photos. But again, we'll start off with the dragon, we're going to work our way through, and then of course on the final day we'll see the day 1, and then the year 4 celebrations will start next week. So if it's not exactly at whatever time that DBZ space happens to say, then don't, go crazy or anything like that. Just remember that for a while now, there are times where they try to trick us where it says, oh no, this is actually going to come out like 3 months later or something like that. So it's like, no, we know you guys, we know it's really around this time. And we know by VJump that the official start of the celebration will begin on the 30th of January, so that's next week. So again, that makes sense, right? They usually do it 7 days beforehand, and then boom, they give us the countdown, and then we'll get everything going. So, and that is also when we're supposed to start getting these tickets right here, the year 4 celebration tickets. We're going to start getting those probably next or tomorrow, if I remember, from year 3 and from year 2. And then, of course, there'll be the famous, year 4 ticket summon banner. Again, you should expect the usual, normal SSRs that we see in pretty much every banner. Probably the LRs are going to be in there as well. No Dokkan Fest stuff whatsoever, because, again, that's the way it's been for however long. So, if you get lucky enough on the tickets, great. If not, if you're like me last year, I got absolute garbage. So, it is what it is, though. It's a good shot to try and get some good cards. There's absolutely no difference if you save up or if you just do your singles or doubles every single day or whatever it was. If I remember correctly, you usually get 1 free ticket per login, and then again, this is going off last year's memory, I think you could do like some kind of daily missions to get a couple more tickets, or maybe it was only 1 ticket or something like that. Again, we'll see when we get there. I'll translate all the missions whenever we get those. They're not coming out this week. They'll be out next week most likely. But yeah, it should be a lot of fun stuff. So definitely looking forward to that, okay? So there's also some other stuff with the data downloaded quick, and some also stuff in the news. So let's get straight into it, okay? Sorry for this video being out a little bit late. I know this stuff was data downloaded today, and I would have had the video out a little earlier, but I literally just got back from Tokyo, had an interview up there for my next job, so hopefully I can get it. We'll have to wait and see when the results come, so. Anyway, moving on. So first off, if you go into the news real quick, you actually see that there's this little thing with Goku doing this kind of like, hey thing, and like, hey, we need your help kind of thing. And they're continuing to update the game. Legends is really pushing their butt to keep it competitive. They didn't have any competition up until now. So now they kind of have to, and this is cool that they keep doing this. Almost, every 3 months or so, we get these little things that saying, hey, would you rather do this or things like that. And, obviously, in the bottom one, it's always going to say, like, sono, something else, which means other, essentially. You're going to get that person who's going to type, like, give me free Dragon Stones. That's not what they're looking for. These are for game mechanic stuff that we want to look for. So, I'm going to quickly go through these translations real quick, just right here. Let's see. Okay, so this first one right here is basically saying it's difficult to find a partner or a character, essentially, but we all know that means friend. So, again, trying to update how you find a friend and everything. So, if you're not satisfied with the friend update, for the most part, I think it's fine, to be perfectly honest. It's more of a fact of whoever's running the friend. The only thing I would personally change is to allow yourself, or I guess allow your account to use your friends multiple times. Even if it's only twice or 3 times a day, I say allow us to use it multiple times. That way, if you truly need to find that one particular friend, because for the most part, I think a good decent chunk of the popular characters you're always going to find no problem. But yeah, you're not going to find, LR, I don't know, Ginyu. Well, I say that for right now, you can find them because of the LR pre-LR AGL Kid Goku right now. I don't know, like an Namekian lead or something like, Slug or something like that. You're not going to be finding that leader going on right now, unless you're that one, I guess, random person. But I guess if you're not really satisfied with it, then click that and say, hey, I want this to change, and we'll have to wait and see what's going to happen when they update the user interface. So this one's kind of weird. This is talking about, like, what times events come around. Events are around every day, pretty much. I know you have, like, the AGL on Monday, the Tech on Tuesday, the Int on Wednesday and stuff, but I'm pretty sure most people are not complaining that, oh man, I wish I could do this on, this random day. Wasn't that the whole point of having the time door little update that we got where you use the keys and everything? I don't know. I thought that was supposed to solve that, which it kind of technically does. Funny enough, though, the only thing is that sometimes certain EZA events are not around, which, again, kind of weird, but I don't know. It is what it is. So if you're not satisfied with how often events come around, then that's going to be your second one right there. Third one right here is using or recovering act with not using a dragon stone. So this is the kanji for dragon stone. Shikanai. Okay, so not using dragon stone. So this one particularly is asking basically, you know, finding other ways to recover your act without using dragon stone. So I have a feeling a lot of people are probably going to go for this one right here. You know, it would make sense, right? A lot of people definitely don't want to have to spend their dragon stones to, you know, maybe grind something. Now, don't expect, now the thing that's going to be interesting about this, I don't expect this to be what a lot of people want it to be, purely because of one particular reason: World Tournaments. World Tournament, they love us spending our stones to recover our act and everything. So my thought is that either they're gonna maybe have some items you can get from the Baba shop, whether you farm up the incredible gems or something like that, or again, something else in that regard, or maybe once a day or something like that, you can say, I want to recover everything via, maybe they're gonna do like those ticket things like what Legends has, although let's be honest, Legends stamina is still pure crap. So, I don't know what they're really going to do here. We'll have to wait and see. But don't expect it to be like, oh, I can now recover my act, you know, for the entire day or something like that, as many times as I want, no regards whatsoever. You know, it's not going to be like that, right? Because, again, going back to the one big thing that's going to stop this from being what we all truly want it to be, World Tournament. So, ever notice that whenever we got, like, even the 3-minute recovery for the act/stamina, it always went away for World Tournament. So that's why. That is why right there. So just be careful when you think, you know, oh, it's going to be this. It's like, it's probably going to be something closer to something like this. So again, we're not going to see this update probably for another couple months would be my guess. So we'll have to wait and see. Probably after the year 4 celebration. And then this final one is ski. So it's weird that they word it like this. So it's ski na toki ni hisatsu waza wa miranai. So basically it's saying I don't want to spend my time watching the super attacks that I like. Yeah, it's really weird to say. But bottom line, it looks like they might be looking at utilizing some kind of skip function for when it's our turn or even maybe the enemy's turn. Or that's just typically skipping the turn. Like you tap the orbs and everything and maybe you can hit skip or something. So I know a lot of people have actually been asking for this for quite a while. So if you're into that thing, then great. I personally don't mind watching the super attacks. I think they're kind of cool. I know it can get tiring, obviously, especially watching something like LR Gohan attack for the gazillionth time or something like that. But it's never been a bother to me personally. Maybe it's because I do videos on it. I don't know. But yeah, nonetheless, I mean, just right there, if that's your biggest thing, then go ahead. I don't think you can select more than one. Yeah, no, you can only select more than, you can only do that. So I'm going to go with the act one personally. I know my act is pretty high. It's like 197, which is a lot. But again, that'd be the one I want to go for. So let's go for this. And then basically this one here is just confirming essentially that yes, you want to submit this as your answer. And boom, arigatou gozaimasu. You know, you're all good to go. So yeah, that's basically all it is, okay? Moving on. Now, there is a lot of information that was, kind of a lot of information. Now, I shouldn't get the hype up too much. That's going to be next week. That's going to be next week. Prepare. I'm going to say it right now. Prepare for like a 30-minute video on all mission translations and news information when I translate everything. The moment that stuff drops. Get your popcorn, get your pancakes, whatever it was from last year, and there'll be a big video for that next week, okay? But anyway, we did get a lot of these missions that are kind of coming back that we haven't seen in a while. So obviously we have a World Tournament coming up, surprisingly. World Tournament 28, which I believe was the tournament that Goku fought in at the end of Dragon Ball Z. First sighting of Oob. Pan was a kid, I think, something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. But anyway, so World Tournament's coming. We're going to get to that little detailed information there in just a little bit. But a lot of these missions events are coming back. Goku Jr. is coming back. No surprise since he's getting his ECA sometime during Year 4 celebration. Again, all of these stone missions right here that you're seeing, this is stuff that we've gotten already. If you have completed Goku Jr. 100%, you are not going to be seeing any of this stuff, okay? Again, this is going through, and some of these are EZA missions as well. A lot of these are actually EZA battles. But again, if you have completed these already on the particular stages, because pretty much every single EZA is coming back, except for Jiren's, I believe. I mean, you have things like, let's see what this one is right here. This is Janemba's right here, so Janemba's EZA is coming back. This one is, I don't recognize that kanji. I think that might be Kid Gohan's. I think that's Kid Gohan's. But nonetheless, all the EZA stuff is coming back. So all of these missions, if you've completed this stuff already, then you're out of luck. You're not getting these stones again, okay? Again, most of these things are going to be beat stage 10 or higher, beat stage 15 or higher, beat stage 20 or higher, okay? If you ever see something with time in it, let's see if I can quickly find one when it comes to time. Here it goes. So like Ippun Nijubyo. So right here, if you guys can see that, I don't know if my Let me just open it again in a new tab because I never know if my camera's covering it. But again, right here, so Ipun Nijubyo, again, beat stage 10 or higher in a minute, under a minute and 20 seconds. So if you see any kind of time like that, then that's one of those missions that you might be missing. And then usually there's another, you know, if you click on the details, it might say like beat this stage. You're like, I've beaten this already. It's like, did you take a category character though? So some of these are gonna ask like, you know, bring a fusion, bring a movie heroes. Yeah, so like this one particularly right here is simply level 20 or higher, bring a movie hero category card. So this is for the Broly EZA, the one, funny enough, we just had for a while. So it's coming back pretty soon. But nonetheless, if you've already done these missions though, ignore this part of the video. If you haven't, or you see one of these stone missions pop up and go like, oh, I thought I did this, then just go back in, go to like stage 20, beat it pretty fast. Most, you know, I think most people can get it through stage 20, no problem. I think even EZA Piccolo's event's coming back. Oh, this is Kid Go on stage. Oh, that's my fault. Okay. But nonetheless, yeah, again, it's not really that bad in terms of a lot of these EZA battle missions and everything like that. Most of these, yeah, level 20 again, you know, it's the usual stuff that we'd expect, okay? So again, if you see all these stone missions potentially pop up for you, then great. If not, then hey, you know why. So, and again, another thing you can actually do is if you go into the game itself and you go to the EZA in the bottom right corner now, after you selected the EZA, you'll see the katakana for mission. You're seeing it up on the screen right now, mission. If you click on that, it's gonna tell you if you have the stones or any of the missions uncompleted. And if you don't see anything, then great. Everything is completed for you. So moving on. Next, World Tournament 28. The prizes Kid Pam. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna do like maybe half of the point missions, and I'm probably just gonna give up. World Tournament's kind of been, I don't know what it is. Like I think I want it to come at certain times when it comes to World Tournament, and it is coming at probably one of the worst times right now because trying to job search and everything. Year 4 hype celebration stuff is coming up. Trying to do all these videos and streams and everything. It's just like, last thing I want to do is a World Tournament, to be honest. So anyway, but we have this AGL Pan. She's not bad. Definitely on the lower side of things, but she's not bad. Physical Bojack Global Guy. That's definitely a good card to go for. When that guy comes, I'll go for him. I'll definitely go for him. But anyway, Super AGL types, Key +2, HP attack and defense up 70%. Pretty cool. Supreme damage, seals enemies. That's pretty nice. Her passive is weird. I'm not going to lie. So, own attack up 80%, which isn't bad. She has a medium chance to dodge the enemy. So the dodge the enemy attack, so that's pretty cool right there. Okay. But then she has one of these stupid, and I hate this part of any passive. You have to be put in the first slot for this part, okay? Now, so basically, if she's in the first slot, then she gets a critical hit. She'll get a critical hit on the first attack. And if she is attacked, now this is the only part, because this is and right here, I think this can be anywhere, no matter what. But if she gets attacked somewhere, then if she gets attacked by the enemy, that is, then for one turn, she'll lose her attack will go down to 80%. Yeah, that's really weird. I'm not gonna lie. So I don't know. It is what it is. But fear not. I don't think most people are really gonna be going for her because if we actually go over to the missions right now, if we go over the World Tournament 28, and I forget that I always have to do this sometimes. All right, World Tournament 28. So here we go. Missions right now, okay? So we'll get back to this little Goku here in a minute here. But basically, if we go all the way down to 230 million, I believe. Here we go. You get one pan from simply getting up to this kind of point mission. So if you really want this pan, by all means, go ahead. But I don't really think she's worth it. I think most people are just going to be going for up to about 100 million, maybe 200 million for some of the guaranteed SSR tickets. And that's about it. So, but that is one thing right there. So pans here, great. If you want to go for, that's up to you. And then, funny enough, there's no photo. I think there'll be another data download. But this Goku down here in the bottom left corner of the screen right now, or kind of center left corner, I guess. This Goku is extremely old. This Goku came out a long time ago. I don't even have him. I don't. So he's finally getting a Dokkan Awaken. And funny enough, through the missions, we're getting a lot of this guy. Now, keep in mind, this guy is an SR, okay? So what you're going to want to do, essentially, is even if they give you like 10, I think, of these guys or something like that, just from the missions. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take 4 of him, or actually, I take that back. You're going to keep 1 of him, lock him up, obviously, right? And this is, of course, if you want to go with the whole 4-pass unlock and potentially rainbow him. I don't know if he's worth rainbowing, but that's kind of up to you. So, anyway, so keep 1 of him. Then the next 4 that you get, you're going to want to separately Dokkan Awaken to give you 4 more. And what you're going to do is you'll Dokkan Awaken him to his SSR, and then that way you can take those 4 of him and then throw him into, actually be able to throw him into the ability system. Because remember, you can't throw SRs into the ability system, okay? So this very first one that you get, lock him up, get him up to SA10 with any base Goku. There's tons of base Gokus in the game that you can go ahead and get him up to SA10, no problem. Then Dokkan Awaken, the original one that you have here, locked. Then the next 4 that you get, again, separately, you don't need to go get those guys up to SA10. Get them up to Dokkan Awaken state of an SSR. Then throw them into the ability system of the original Goku here that you were able to awaken up to a UR. And Bob's your uncle, and there you go. Then you'll be able to Dokkan Awaken him, okay? There, I think there you get a few more, so you could probably take a few of the extra ones to go ahead and throw them into the SA if you really wanted to. There's even one down here, one down here. So again, I think you get like 10 or something like that. I'm not really going to count it or anything, but nonetheless, you get a decent amount of them. But yeah, so that's pretty cool right there. So those are all the missions. Nothing's changed in terms of the local rewards, if I remember correctly. I think it's still the Yamcha. Yeah, still the Yamcha, so if you want them, go for them. Ranking rewards, again, this is where you're going to get the AGL Pan if you really want her, tons of orbs and everything. And then timetable is the usual stuff. It'll start on Friday our time, Japan, and then it will end on Sunday evening. So that's something right there. And then, of course, by next week, Year 4 Celebration will start. So, and then last to go over the Goku actually real quick, because I just realized I didn't do that. Leader skill, Tech, Int, and Strength types, Key +2, HP attack and defense up 30%, and Supreme damage, okay? And then he's kind of a mix of a support unit and a decent hitter, I guess. Tech, Int, and Strength types, Key +1, attack and defense up 20%. Pretty standard stuff right there. And then this one is for anyone in the tournament category. Normal tournament, not tournament of power, normal tournament category. If you are facing them, though, so Techie. Note the kanji right here, Techie. So if you are facing a tournament category character that is an enemy of you, okay, again, facing, then Goku here will get +3 key and an additional attack and defense up 77% for him. Not for everyone else, I wish. But attack and defense up for himself. Okay, no Jibun no key +3. Sada ni attack and defense up 77%. So that's something right there. Yeah, I don't know. I guess he's okay. I guess I'll keep him around. But yeah, so that's basically all the information that we have right now, guys. So anyway, let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. As always, are you going to be going for the World Tournament stuff? You're going to skip it? You're going to go through the EZA missions? Are you excited about your tickets? What are you hoping to pull? What do you think you're going to pull? And all that fun stuff. And yeah, well, these next few days, expect pretty light stuff in terms of data download stuff. Next week is when we're going to get in a lot of the big stuff. So keep your eyes peeled, guys. It's going to be a lot of fun. So anyway, guys, that's me for the video. Leave your thoughts down below in the comments as always. Hit that subscribe if you happen to be new. We were trying to hit 50K subs by the end of March to celebrate 3 years of trying to do YouTube here. So you know what? For doing a full-time job on YouTube, it's a pretty good goal for myself, I think. So I'm really hoping you guys can help and support me for that. You guys have been awesome as always. So leave a like and sub if you happen to be new. Until next time, everyone, I'll see you all in the next one.